Hello everyone, I'm SoylentWill and welcome back to Let's Play Dwarf Fortress. I'm going to unpause right now, but there is something I forgot to do in the first episode here, which is probably pretty important. We do have some farm animals with us, so let's go ahead and create a pasture for them. Don't show this to me again. And we'll just make it like right here for right now, and that should be fine enough. And we'll accept, and we'll go to Control T, so we can go to DF hack assign. And we want just, what is it, the grazers only. And then I just hit enter and move on down. And they're all assigned here. My horses. Wow, I actually got a breeding pair of horses. That's actually very lucky. And we've got a ewe and a ram that I brought with us. So those are assigned to there now. So they hopefully will not starve. Let's see here. And then we also will want to be doing, let's see. I think this level is probably going to be my Great Hall for the time being. So let's go ahead and mine. Let's call this at a 1, because once I want it dug, I want it dug. And then over here to the side of the Great Hall, I think right up here is probably where I'll do it. So something like this, I think. And we can probably expand on the other side as well. And let's make it a dozen to start. Yeah, this is going to be for nest boxes. And I'll let them dig that. As a matter of fact, we'll go ahead and just dig this whole thing at a 1 so we can get to it. Oops, I paused it. I forgot I wasn't even... It's weird because in old Dwarf Fortress, to like issue commands, it would always like pause the game. So I forget that I can issue commands. Well, we might want to dig some of this out because this looks like, oh yeah, that's going to be silver and lead. Galena? I like that. Okay. And that means we're going to need a dozen of those, right? So let's go to our work orders. Is that O? It is. So let's just go with rock nest boxes. And I would like to make a dozen of them. And let's decide we want probably 200 siltstone. So make them out of siltstone. And you know what? We probably want to add some more stuff in here. Let's just go ahead and start making... What are we going to want like one of anyways? Well, we already made our tables and everything, right? So let's also get our offices set up, right? Which can probably, for the time being, we'll just leave them on this level. So I'm just going to do a quick... Yeah. I don't think we need 2 for the time being, so we'll go ahead and dig those right there. And I'm fine with that. Let's look at our nobility, of course. Yeah, Bjordelfordel needs one, and Aban needs one. So we'll get those dug. And let's build... Oh, wait, did I build... I built multiple doors. Did I build enough to... Let's see. Let's keep building after... Let's see. Select material after placement. Let's see, how many do we have? Okay, yeah, we have enough to door these up, which is nice. And then build... So furniture, is that F? It is. And then table is T. Makes sense. And we'll put those in the center. And right there as well. And then we will hit build F, and our chairs, there are, of course. And we'll put those against the wall, I think. That'll work well for me. And then let's just go ahead and we can make those offices already, I think. So let's go office, and that guy, accept. And we're going to add Bjordelfordel there. And then we're going to do a new office right here. Accept. And give it to our friend Aban, the bookkeeper. Okay, so now when we go to the noble screen, they have what they need. Meager offices or whatnot. And we are doing our digging here. Okay, so nice. And now I don't know if I can place nest boxes. It used to be you couldn't. So let's see. Is that going to be considered in workshops? In farming, I think? Yeah, nest box. Can I do that with planning mode on? 11 available now, so I guess we'll go ahead and put those in. Again, we might dig out some further. I'm also going to want a door for this. So I think I can do that. And what was doors again? P? And then R? Okay. There we go. And then we're going to make another pasture, honestly, is what I like to do. And we're just going to include all of that, except, and we're going to just go ahead and assign our geese there. All right. And we're getting the nest boxes in there. So let's go ahead and let's see. I don't know if we need to dig. I feel like I planned out bedrooms, but I guess I didn't dig them. Or I guess I didn't save after. I don't know. We'll figure out a bedroom layer after a little bit here. But maybe we'll just dig a dormitory towards the beginning, the front here. Let's see, over here. We are going to mine, just for the time being, let's say 5x5 or 7x7. There we go. We should be able to place plenty of beds in there. Speaking of which, let's build, what, 4 probably to start? So we're just going to go ahead and type in bed, make bed, and just make me 4 for right now. Again, we're going to set up repeating orders after a bit here. But for right now, we're just gonna kind of go by on the fly as we need it. And then I'm gonna build furniture beds. And we're on the planning mode anyways, so I'm just going to put the 4 here, like that. And when they get made, they'll get placed. And yes, this door is in place. They're all in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it forbidden. So now we won't go in and out of there, which means we won't go and gather their eggs. And we'll forget about them for the large part. Until then, let them just go ahead and breed, essentially. But we do have our 2 horses and our sheep and our ram, our ewe and our ram to be specific. At this point I might want to, is it just P? No, that's stockpiles. G is to gather. Let's do a little bit of gathering out here. I guess I didn't need to do it at a 1. This music is so solid. Oh yeah, that's something I was going to want to do here eventually too. Let's go ahead and remove these ramps here. And I'm going to want to build, let's see, we go here, and is that construction probably? A bridge, yes. And I want it to, yeah, close that way. Perfect. And we'll start it to here, and we'll make it like that. And I just selected any material, which is probably bad, actually. Let's go ahead and cancel that. So we want to build is construction. Oops, that's not right. Is N. Okay. And then we want the bridge. We want it to open that way, yes. But let's not go to planner. Let's select material after placement. And I'm going to go like that. And let's use siltstone. Alright. Ideally just so it won't burn from fire or whatnot. And that means let's go ahead and put in an order. We're just going to make like 10 mechanisms or whatever. Rock are going to be towards the bottom probably, right? I could have typed rock, which would have made this faster. But rock mechanisms, and 10's going to be fine. I'm fine with that. So our manager will make sure that those orders get placed. And there's our beds. So now we can go ahead and make that a dormitory, right? And then at least there's a place designated for dwarves to get some sleep. As a matter of fact, on orders, let's go ahead and build rock doors. And I don't want that many. Let's just keep 2 on hand. And so that means we're going to go to set here. Amount of rock doors is less than 2, then make 2. That seems fair to me. So now that will repeat. Maybe I should make it say siltstone. So O, and then we can just hit this again, the magnifying glass, and tell it to make them on siltstone doors. And keep 2 on hand at all times. And then we're going to go ahead and place one in planning mode so that it'll be ready to go there on our dormitory once we're ready to use it. And let's see, we have the wood. Do we have... Okay, so the wood stockpile is being used. I didn't set up the other stone stockpile, so let's go ahead and do that. So stone is going to go here to here, except, and we're going to go stone, but go custom. I swear I'd done this, but I don't know. Actually, none. Do that. And then we'll go to other stone and hit all. That works. But summer is where we played till, I think, so... And... Yeah, I could have sworn, because I dug out bedrooms and everything. So I might have to look into my saving, because I only had one auto-save, or whatever, one save that was not the initial save. So I'll look into that. Of course, yes, this is our flux stone. Limestone. We do like having flux. That way when we hit iron, it'll be... Okay, malachite is copper. Then we got some gems we've hit. Oh, coal wall. How about that? And is that jet? This might be a good level to dig my bedrooms on. Just because it'll be mostly limestone and jet. We have plenty of limestone, so I'm not worried about harvesting all of it. So let's maybe get that done here. So we want to go... I think the way I was going to do it was... Let's see. We're going to go here. And then there's going to be a hallway in between those. Right? And then like that. And then like that. And I think there's going to be a hallway down the middle over here as well. Right? So these only go a certain length. Because, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did like a macro for this and everything. Crazy. I'll have to look into this. And then if I hit shift, I can pretty much just do what I want there, right? And... dig those. I just don't want to dig them out just yet, right? And then this would be the middle. So I think that's where we're going to have another intersection. And then this should fit. Yeah. And I mean, we don't need the macro since I can just do this as we chill. And whatchamacallit, it doesn't pause the game. So we can continue on while the game plays. And just keep this planning, because they've got a lot of orders to do. So, I mean, the dwarves are plenty busy. So we can take some time to enjoy redigging all of this. And I had them so they were like this, right? I think so. And then, so they were closest to that middle. Yes. I feel very satisfied by doing little movements and designations like this. I don't know. You know what? Let's do it. It's time. Well, I guess that one I can just go like that, right? Could have done it this way too, but whatever. Okay. Well, they can dig the bedrooms then. And gosh, the music in this game is so good. And that'll be good. We'll wait on digging that. I'm glad we got our animal areas set up. I don't think I brought pigs with me. If I go over to here, I can go to my pets and livestock. No, I did not. Sometimes I bring pigs with me because they don't, oddly enough, need to eat anything. Like, they're not a grazer, so you could just keep them wherever and let them breed and slaughter them for meat and for their leather. And this is filling up fast, so I should probably be building... Is it... Oofta. That's right. I need to make them in... I'll do the job orders. Let's keep Let's make a new one. And we just want wooden bin. Oops, sorry. Click that. And let's go ahead and add barrels as well. Okay. And I think I'll be fine with them making 5 of each. If there is less than 5. Similarly, if there's less than 5. Alright, and then I don't need to tell them what kind of wood to make them out of. And again, eventually we'll make some beds for down on our bedroom level, but there are 4 beds for our 7... Oh, we're up to 13 population. So that's good news. Maybe we can put down... Okay, so let's put in an order for beds. And again, I don't want to go crazy on these. So let's take it down to 2. I think that sounds fair. If we have less than 2, make 2. Yeah. And then I can place some more... Let's see, furniture was F, and bed I'm assuming is B. And yeah, we'll use planning mode. So let's just go ahead and place the rest of the beds for this area. And that'll be nice, right? 16 beds will be more than enough. And that'll work for a while before we get those bedrooms ready. And we're getting a lot of this dug. I think, are the stairwells pretty much dug? They are. And that's great news. Okay, so there's our bedrooms. Did I add doors as the thing to make? Yeah, so we do have doors. Maybe we could start placing those. Sure. That was... Okay, so it was P and then R, right? So let's just go ahead and place more doors. And eventually we'll get these bedrooms made or whatnot. I don't know if I want doors on the outside of these hallways or not. It could be cool. I mean, we've got plenty of siltstone for these doors, I think. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So that just takes up another 6 doors. And then leave these little areas open or whatnot. But yeah, I like that idea. It makes it more of a little enclosed area, like an apartment complex or whatever. And then yeah, so that starts off pretty well with what, 24 is that? That's what I'm counting. Because yeah, 6 times 4. Either way, I also kind of want to smooth it. Maybe if I put it at a 4 and then just smooth that whole thing. I don't know, because I might want to dig out some of the minerals or whatnot. We'll have plenty of stuff. Look, I mean, the galena, we've got plenty of it. We won't have to worry too much about that. Which means we probably could start setting up our... Oh, wait, we never built... Yeah, because this didn't save my carpenter shops that I built. So we had a couple carpenters, and then we were going to want a wood burner. Right, so that's going to be in workshops, furnaces, wood furnace can go right there. I think that's what I want in that little area there. Let's perhaps think about making our actual area for... Okay, so we're going to want a smelter. Put that there. And we're going to want a metalsmith. Put that there. And I think that's... An ashery's not bad, but I mean... I don't think I need any of the others just yet. I mean, obviously, if we get down to magma level, we can make the magma ones. But until then, I think we're going to be fine as we are. But that'll be good. You know what? I can probably just deconstruct these. I think you get all of your materials back in this game. So that would be this remove constructions. Can that? No. Do I just... Yeah, that's probably how I do it. I go and tell it to remove this building. And remove. And remove. And then we'll just get the resources back. And we have the shops down here where we want them. And do we have a wheelbarrow assigned to this? I'm assuming we do. Let's go stockpile. Yeah, just one. We probably want to set that up too in the orders then, right? That we want wheelbarrows. So wooden wheelbarrow. Let's just keep 2 spares. If there aren't 2, if they aren't in 2 in use. If there isn't 1 spare, make 2. That sounds fair to me. I think I like that. Last save was 20 minutes ago, DF Hack says. Okay, this is cool, but I don't want to look at it anymore, honestly. Can I close it? Do I just... Okay. It's 20 cents. Would you like to save now? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. This, just go ahead and... I don't know. Oh, we're saving a game. We're saving the game. That's a winner. A winner, winner, chicken dinner, some may say. Alright, well, that was officially a save. So, hopefully it's good. I think I'll call it an episode. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it. Until next time, take care.